I wanted to focus my questions to you around the mileage tax on trucks that is part of the governor's budget. And you had mentioned that this would be directed to trucks that are in classifications of 8 to 13. You also talked about 26,000 pounds. Is it by weight or is it by vehicle class?
Thank you very much for the question, and good to hear you today. It is both. So the highway use fee will be imposed specifically on classes 8 through 13, which weigh 26,000 pounds or greater.
So the tricky part with that is, there are multiple different charts that show different vehicle weights. And there is one from the FHA that includes 8 to 13, which might be intended to be more specific to tractor trailers. But of course, that would include furniture trucks. It would include the local businesses that supply food to our schools for school lunches, food to the grocery stores, construction trucks, all of that. And that is simply, one classification. In another that doesn't go to 13, it stops at 8, but it does specify weights. And weights actually would include garbage trucks, city transit buses, a tractor trailer that doesn't have a bed on it, cement trucks, dump trucks. So are those, I suppose they wouldn't be excluded because they certainly are of that weight. And I'm just trying to get this clarification because I'm sure you can imagine I am really not in support of the concept at all, but I really want to understand what is being proposed.
Yes, I can hear it in your voice. That's not something you're welcoming, but you are correct. If those vehicles are in the classes that we both just mentioned, and they are greater than 26,000 pounds, then they would be subject to this fee.
Okay, so it really is by weight then, not by class, because you can find different classification charts, but the unifying piece is based on weight. And I'm assuming that is also based on the gross vehicle weight that includes, not just an empty vehicle, but certainly includes, the fluids, any passengers, any goods, any of that. Correct?
So let me answer. There are two questions in there. So let me start with the latter. It's the gross weight without anything else added in to the vehicle, gross weight. And it's class 8 through 13. So if there happens to be a vehicle, a truck that is in a lower class that is more than 26,000 pounds, and they're in class, well, it can't be one because that's a motorcycle, right?
30-second warning, 30-second
yeah,
warning.
they would not be included. Sure.
Because it does include a wide variety of vehicles. And I appreciate that you compared us to this idea to other states. I don't think any of those other states currently include the taxes that our state does on driving, let alone what you talked about with TCI that, I appreciate how the governor says it's a choice to pass it on or not, being a businessman himself, but certainly that is another tax to anybody who would be buying fuel in the state of Connecticut. So there certainly would be significant costs, not only to our truckers, but as we saw in previous initiatives, things that are just focused on trucks suddenly get expanded to all vehicles and affect, drivers of cars as well. So I'm also curious about the cost of collection. So I imagine then that we will hear that from Mark Boughton as we go ahead. Since there are systems that need to be put in place, I imagine there's people that need to be directed all to collect this voluntary fee. So it is a creative proposal, no doubt, and I appreciate you answering my questions. So thanks so much.
You're most welcome.